Well, Nathan Footer's joined me. He won the best on ground medal and also, of course, picked up a medal for his magnificent performance. My good mate, the coach on GameFace, kept calling you Daniel. I'll call you Nathan. We'll get your name right today. Hey, you played deep defence. When did you know you were doing that?
I had a sneaky suspicion after last week, but I got the word Wednesday night training. So.
Have you played deep defence often?
Yeah, a few years ago, back through kind of coming out through TAC and VFL level, was more of a small defender. So something I'm quite comfortable with, but you hadn't done a lot of it this year. But just like an old habit though.
He's a good player, Harry Money. How do you play him?
He's a good player. He's very quick on his feet, very light. So I think a lot of it's heavily dependent on the ball movement. Berwick's a really good side. They get really clean ball movement. It's hard to stop. But yeah, it's just a little bit of body. Make sure you don't get lost in the flight of the ball. But he's credit to him, he's a really good player. So he took a few nice marks and really dangerous, obviously.
They started to get a run on. There was a piece of play where he got out the back and he dropped the mark. No doubt there was relief, but did you feel this is going to be our day today? It just wasn't meant to be for them?
Yeah, look, it ebbed and flowed a little bit. I thought we kind of maintained control for most of the day, but like they're a good side. They're always going to come. They're always going to have a little bit of momentum. But it was just a credit to our boys, especially through the middle. I think last couple of times we played them, we kind of really struggled through the middle of the ground, especially around clearances. But we've got Connor in on debut in the ruck, and he had really well. And we kind of really halved the contested footy in the middle, which is really good. So it made it easier for us defenders.
And being a premiership player, what's it mean to you at this footy club?
A hell of a lot. So you see all the old boys walking around that played the flags years and years ago, and you see how much it means to them. They keep coming back year after year, and they have all their celebrations every they have their past plays once a day every year. So
and then you've got Cole McNamara and you've got Michael Collins who do it every day of the week almost.
That's right. You've got a couple of legends still going at it. So really good for them and really good for us. So I think they're really helpful for we have a really young playing group. So their experience, their leadership is really helpful.
Good on you, Nathan. Well done. Congratulations, mate. Nathan Foote joining us. Well, Matthew Shinners, was that the perfect game plan today that stayed perfect for the entire game for you?
Yeah, 4-quarter effort today, and the boys just stayed in the contest for 4 quarters. That's what the difference was between today and where we've been in the last 4 or 5 games we've played. So, great effort.
What about Connor Wilkins coming to the ruck? Obviously, you showed great faith in him. You started him on the ground. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Yeah, really brilliant. He's been the best player in the reserves over the last 4 or 5 weeks. And what it allowed us to do is to get Richardson back in the back line, which is probably his preferred position.
Yep.
And we just wanted a 50-50 contest, and we got it. So.
And Jake Richardson's goal, I mean, he followed his man down. Defenders don't normally do that, but I bet you're glad he did.
Oh, no, well, that was the whole game plan, that we knew Morozov would play high and deep.
Yep.
So Richo just, accountability, you go where your opponent goes, and on them, the ball came out and he was able to shark it and goal. So that's what it's about.
You've won a few of these as coach. How does this one compare? It's been a few years and it's been a battle to beat Berwick. Is this the sweetest at the moment?
Oh, this is certainly the sweetest when, you've probably got players that have come in and opposition clubs don't rate them and they've let them go, and players like Cam Miller have come in and dedicated themselves to do the hard work, and here they are, a premiership player, and it's a really young group. So, yeah, it's a great effort. Great.
Lee and Steve in our commentary today, Steve O'Brien, Lee McQuillan, said you're not afraid to play kids, Matthew, whether they're ready or not. They have to be ready. Mick Malthouse had that attitude, didn't he?
Well, when you look at the opposition, a couple of people said, geez, looking at Berwick and then looking at Narre Warren, you blokes haven't got a hope in Heidi, but, the belief in our group was important. We knew that we brought the right attitude and the game plan, we could win today.
Well done, Matthew. Thoroughly deserved. You've always been a good friend of GameFace, and I hope you have great celebrations. Good on you, mate. Thanks very much. No worries. Thanks. Well, a premiership captain. He has been a premiership player before, but a premiership captain's got a nice ring to it, Dylan Quirk, doesn't it?
It's got a very good ring to it, Dan, doesn't it? It's third time's a charm, mate. Third time's a charm.
And were you confident?
Very confident, yeah, of course. You got to turn up confident. If you don't turn up thinking you can win, there's no point turning up.
You were magnificent all day. I mean, the game plan worked, and they sort of didn't play the game that they wanted to play until the last quarter. But you'd done a lot of the damage then. You just had to hang on. You hung on nicely, didn't you?
We did, yeah. I think we we played to conditions really well, especially early. And it dried up a little bit in the end, but that ball was still pretty heavy. So our game plan was just be predictable, just keep getting it forward, keep getting inches. And it worked, which is very nice.
Self-belief's a big thing in footy, and you probably hadn't had that against Berwick in recent times. What changed today, you think?
Look, I thought we played pretty well against them in the first final, but probably kicked ourselves out of it. We know they're a really good side, and they've got some seriously good players. I don't know if much changed with the self-belief. I think we always come in thinking we can win.
And obviously you did, and Jake Richardson's goal was important. Young Wilkins and the ruck were spoken about. I mean, everyone must be jealous of him. He played one game. How easy is it for him? He's a premiership player.
Yeah, it's not that hard, he reckons. It's pretty easy. No, it was good. We made the decision early in the week, and I think he did a good job.
Little birdie told me you won a district cricket premiership at the age of 16. Are you still continuing with the cricket?
Just locally. Yeah, just locally. I had a year off, fell out of love with it a little bit. I'm playing this year. I am. Just locally though.
So you'll get back into it straight after you've had a couple of days celebration. So it'll be from one extreme to the other, won't it, Dylan?
No, I'm getting married in a few weeks, so and then a honeymoon and that. So I'll miss a few, and it's good to have a bit of a break in between. So in between footy and cricket, sometimes it gets a bit full on if you're doing it both at a decent level, I guess.
And Michael Collins said he's going to retire. 7 premierships, lucky man.
A very lucky man. He's been a massive part of it. I mean, he's 7 premierships, 8 or 9 BNFs. He's the club, probably the best player the club's ever seen. Not probably, actually, he is the best player the club's ever seen. So, he owes his club nothing. This club owes him everything.
Good on you, Dylan. Congratulations. You're a great leader. You thoroughly deserved it. Enjoy the celebrations. It'll be one hell of a party. Well done, mate. Good on you, Dylan. Thanks, mate. Good on you, mate.